So after we already load the ink to the ink damper by injection, and we already installed the control software, and also we know all the function for the control software, we can start to do the head cleaning or load ink from the ink damper to the print head. Then go to the waste ink bottle. We can open the red ink cover, and we can see the ink bottle, waste ink bottle from here. So now we just go to the software and we start to load ink. We open the control software and we go to find out the setting from here. Go to setting, we find out the load ink. If you're the first time to load the ink, you just choose all heads, head 1 to head 3, and we click load ink. Here is very important. We cannot load for a long time, because if you click on the load ink icon option here, it will not automatically stop unless you click again. So we just open it and wait for the machine pump ink about several seconds. Once the ink coming out, then we close off immediately. So let's try. We choose head 1, 2, 3. Then we go to load ink. Then the cap station will move up, and the waste ink pump start working. We're just waiting for old ink coming out. So we can see white color varnish oil coming out. Then we go to software and we stop it immediately. Because stop it. So for this way, we can save a lot of ink, and it's only used for the first time we load ink. And later, if you got the printer already have ink, but a little bit clog, we just go to cleaning. Also, after we load ink, we must go to cleaning. We choose all heads to clean again, normal, to pump out the waste ink from the cap station. So when we go to cleaning, the cartridge starts to the cleaning procedure. The pump start working. Then the cap station move up. Then pump moving down. Then pump out the waste ink. Then the cartridge go out. The wiper will start to working to wipe the waste ink out. The Alpha Max combined with the industrial lever 4-bore screw motion for the cap station with high precision for make the alignment. So we can get the best pump ink cleaning result. This is the unique world first technology, automatically up down for high precision for 4-bore screw motion. So this is all the procedure for do head cleaning and for load ink. But right now we also don't know if all the ink is goes through or not. Then we can go to put that paper on the table and do some test print, do the nozzle check print first to check if all the ink is goes through or not. So after we load the ink to the ink damper, we can start to the nozzle test print from the software. Before we do nozzle test, we must find a paper that is better for transparent paper, so we can see the white ink and the varnish nozzle print. Because if you put the white paper, we cannot see the white ink and varnish clearly. So for better detection, we use the transparent tape, laminating film. So we can move the table out by feet. When we push the button, then the table moves to front. And then we can put the film, the tape, the paper on the top of the flat bed. We can see that flat bed have some holes. This is the 1Q or the suction hose. So suck the film without bending the paper. So we put on the table and then make the flight. Also, then we must be sure it's clean without any dust. Then we go to open the vacuum option here. We click on it. Then the vacuum will start to working at the bottom of the table. Then the powerful vacuum will start to working. When the vacuum is working, we cannot move the film. It stick really faster. At edge, for safety, we can use the tape. We use the tape to fix it. To be sure it's not scratch the print head. As this, because the edge will not have vacuum. Like this way, to be sure it's not bright without any bending of the film or the media. Then we can go to the software and we go to move the table down to do to test the gap between the printing head and the media. So we go to Z-axis and we can move down. First moving down. Then we can see the table start to moving down. Then we can also move the table to front, to back side. And then we move the carriage out of the home position. And then we start to move up. Little bit by little bit. Then we go to check the gap. And we must be sure the gap between the printing head and media is only 1 to 2 millimeters. Normally it's automatic stop. So you can see the automatic detection light is working at the left and the right. Here is the automatic detection light. We have in the sensor here. The red light detect the media and automatic stop. But for safety, it's better for double check by our eyes to check the gap without scratch printing head. The gap between the printing head and the media is 1 to 2 milliliter. Not too small, not too bigger. If too small, it will be easy to scratch printing head. If too bigger, then the printing out quality will not good. So after we check the gap is safety for the printer, then we can go to the software. We click off the control panel and we press X reset. Then carry it back to home position. Then we can go to start print. We can go to first we must set the margin. X margin we put 20, the Y margin also we can put it by 20 or how many you want. For example, we click on the Y margin, we put by 50 and then we start print. We can start to do the head cleaning, the nozzle check print. We click check print. And also here we set the margin from here and then we click print. Then table will go back automatically. Then we go to the 20 position for test the print. then another check print is coming out. So from here, another check print, we can see the K black is good, the cyan is good, magenta is yellow, match with a little bit magenta. The magenta ink match a little bit with the yellow because we load the ink too strong the first time, and the magenta is good. You can see like this. There are some bubbles inside print head. And here is for color, and the top is for white. The white is hard to see, but when we enlarge it, we can still see some small lines coming out. And the front is the varnish. Varnish from here, so we can pour out the film, and later we can see more clearly for the Nozzle check print. But here we have some color mixing, so we can do a small cleaning again. So we go to the software and we choose head cleaning. The head one is for white, for color. Then we go to setting. We go to cleaning. We choose head one. We choose strong cleaning. Then the printer starts to clean it again. So now the printer starts to do the head cleaning automatically. Okay, so after we did several times of head cleaning from the software for all the heads, then we can do the Nozzle check print again. Before the Nozzle check, we set the margin, print margin. For 30, click on the white margin. Then we go to check print. And here we put auto 30. We click on the white margin by 30. Any position as you want. Bigger than 0 is okay. Then we click print. Now we change a white paper, easy to see if it is all the color coming out or not. The printer starts to print. Then after several times cleaning, we can see all channels coming out clearly. And the white layer is on the top. It's hard to see. We can print on the transparent material. Let's see if it have white coming out. The white channel on top and the varnish on the bottom. If we print on transparent material, it's easy to see if it's all the coming out. Or print a black material. For easy to see the Nozzle check print quality. For the white ink and the varnish, we can find out a transparent or black acrylic or glass. Put on the flat bed, and we must moving down the table. We check the gap. Moving down, move out the carriage, and then we check the gap in the table, print head, and material. The gap between print head and the carriage must be 1 or 2 millimeters. Test of 2 millimeters for safety. And also, if we put the transparent material on the table, the upper limit sensor will not working because the upper limit sensor is only used for hard electric media. The transparent material, the light will be go through as the glass or ceramic or the acrylic. Then we go to the nozzle check again. Set the marking. Then we do a little check. So, okay, you see the fixed margin at 1%, the black edge at 43. Then in here we can easier to see the nozzle check of white on the top and varnish at the bottom. If we open it, we can see this is the white nozzle check print or print out. And top middle is color and the bottom is varnish. The varnish print out like this here. So the white color, varnish, here's varnish. The white color and varnish. The bottom is varnish. So you must be sure we have the good nozzle check for white, for color, for varnish, print out. As this. And totally have 8 channels for nozzle check print. And the color nozzle check as this. Okay, 2 black, 2 cyan, 2 yellow, 2 magenta. Print out like this. Then we can do the next step. If we have to do nozzle check print.